you are joining us here on Eko Conversations. My name is Miss Adako, back here again with another episode. How are you all doing? I have the pleasure of sitting right next to someone that does not need introduction. Many of you recognize him as a very recognizable face from Big Brother Niger Season 6 that just rounded up in 2021, and many of you I'm sure have seen the reunion by now. We're talking about none other than Yerins Abraham, and a lot of people know him as Yerins.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am very well.
That's
I am so happy to have you
It's
on
nice
this show.
Thank you. It's nice being here. It's nice seeing your lovely face.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, let's dive into some really interesting conversations.
Okay.
Now, I learned your full name, and if I'm saying it correctly, you call yourself Yermin.
Yerimene.
Yermin. See,
Yes.
see, I knew I was gonna butcher that. Yerins Abraham.
Yes.
And what is the last name? I'm trying to.
It's Cybercommon. Cybercommon.
And where is that from?
Bios State. Yeah,
Okay.
Bios State. No, Bios Delta. There's a whole history with that, but yeah, let's just do that.
So let's just take it you're a Niger Delta boy.
Yeah, South.
Wow. Born and raised?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
No, interesting. Born in Delta State, grew up there. Relocated to Bios State, did my primary school, my secondary school, and that was it. Yeah, it was quite interesting. Amazing people. Yeah.
Wow. I learned something interesting about you too. So you are not only an artist, you're also a scientist,
Medical doctor.
a medical doctor.
Yeah.
So how is that? How would you describe yourself as an artist?
Just a curious person, someone that's not limited by any boundaries of any sort. You know, just if for arts, it's just me trying to tell a story, and art, thank God, is existing. That is a medium where you can tell stories from, and I always try to push myself in even within that medium, because you can paint, you can draw, you can sculpture, you can, so like I always want to tell a story. And when it comes to art, same thing, for music that I do too, it's still the art, it's still the storytelling part. So I always use it as a medium. And just growing up, I don't know, I draw a lot, and I just like try to not kill that part of me. So now what I do is just challenging the knowledge I know, like in drawing, but at the same time, it's just because I refuse to let go of that desire to always draw something. Yeah.
Okay. And you're also a doctor. Tell me about that experience. Are you practicing?
Yeah. I practiced in Ukraine, and came back to Nigeria. Practiced for 2 months in Nigeria, in Abuja, and quit. And it's just, I love medicine. If I was to go back in time, I would still do it again. When I was done with secondary school, I asked myself, what can I learn that I can't learn at home?
Mm-hmm.
And medicine was that thing that I could learn at home. And I was like, okay, let me go study that medicine and all. And I do have plans in the future for this profession. Not really the 9 to 5. People just think that, hey, you finish as a medical doctor, you just have to get salary and all. There's so many interesting things in the medical sector. I'm a cardiologist, and I can go into research. I can go into, there are the interesting things. I'm even now interested in neurology and neuroscience, so it's something that I can still go into too. So yeah, it's just, like I said, curiosity and just not being bound by one profession. Yeah.
It's very rare to meet someone who's both left and right-brained people. That is very, very rare. So man, that's genius level shit. So here on Echo Conversations, of course, we talk about Lagos, and it goes without saying I want to know about your Lagos experience. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, growing up, I never really came to Lagos. I think I spent like 1 week back 10 years ago, and then when I came back to Lagos late 2019, no, when I came back to Nigeria late 2019, I was in Abuja, and of course now I'm a graduate. I just wanted to experience Lagos. So the whole of 2020, I came to Lagos, rented an apartment in Lekki, and it was interesting, though because of the COVID back then, I didn't get to like go out or experience Lagos the way Lagos was back, like the way. But I did experience Lagos. It inspired my art. It inspired the music that I was making during that period. I was writing during that period, and there was lots of interesting things. I took it as an adventure, and Lagos is just it's a character. Everybody they just have that character. You can always see it with the individuals. Then when I went back to Abuja, started like trying to get skills and all that. Big brother brought me back to Lagos, and now I'm in Lagos, and it's now. I think now it's a different life because now back that 2020 I could like just go places. I could even risk a bus, but now I can't, and now the life is a little bit different. But like Lagos is just it's a very, you have to be it's not for the faint-hearted, like this. Yeah, that's it.
Any misadventures so far, or has it been smooth sailing?
It's never smooth sailing. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I have to leave Nigeria now. Let me get my passport. I am leaving this country like next week.
Oh my god.
First thing next weekend. And then I think it over and I'm like, okay, there's a reason I'm here. Let me just keep going. And I think there is beauty in the struggle, and you just have to tell yourself that, because the world gives you what you give it, and if you push hard enough, no matter where you are, it will open for you. So I think there is opportunities here for me. There's a whole lot of like so I just have to just be patient, take it one step at a time, do what I need to do. If I need to take a break, I go take a break, then come back and continue and all. So that's the idea. But Lagos there is always misadventures. There's just, but like I said, there's beauty in the struggle.
You think when Techno wrote those lines in the song Rara, he was specifically talking about Lagos? Like you are in Lagos and you want to go somewhere, and then you want to hurry and fly out somewhere, but then when you're out of the country, you want to hurry and fly back home.
Yeah.
That back and forth, that tug of war of like trying to find your home and trying to make your home like become yours, but it's just not quite there yet.
Yeah. I think so. Lagos, Nigeria in general. I've lived in Europe for 9 years, and you will miss the food. You can buy food there, like you can see special places where they sell Nigerian stuff, but it's not like Nigerian stuff.
Exactly.
I remember. I think now they don't sell that particular noodles, but when I was growing up, there was this. It's the same Indomie, but it smelled a little bit different, and I was craving for that. I craved for that a lot back when I was growing. And so like Nigeria, your home is your home, and I think that's why foreigners love Nigerian musicians. Like you can be the biggest Nigerian artist in UK, but you can never be big as an upcoming artist that is known in UK that was in Nigeria. Like it's just in Nigeria first, because there's this craving for the originality. So when you now see that culture come to wherever you are in Europe, you love it. You like give it all your attention, and that is one of the reasons why African music or Nigerian music has been able to break through, because we are a lot over there, and we just Nigerians are always noisy, and we will make sure everybody listens to our stuff, and we love the stuff from here. It's just that over here the whole it's not easy to live here, but that's it. We love it if you live abroad. Yeah.
Well, they say if you can make it here in Lagos, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah, they say that for New York too. So it's just
Yeah, any big city, but especially those two cities.
yeah.
So we're gonna switch gears a little bit now and talk about your. I know everybody wants to know this. Your Big Brother Niger experience.
Okay.
So now that it's over,
Yeah.
what do you take away from it?
Um. Um. So now that it's over, the show itself, I will be like, okay, a social experiment. It was interesting. Um, lots of characters. There's up and downs. I feel like going into the house, anybody is just you have to mentally be very very prepared. For us, unfortunately, we were in isolation for like 4 weeks, and that really played with our mind. You don't talk to anyone. You don't read any book. You don't even, some people don't even see outside, for 4 weeks, and you don't even know if you're getting into the platform. So that's just really heavy. So I think now it's just 1 week, isolation, you do your stuff, but like that 4 weeks, it was crazy for us. But at the same time, it's a once in a lifetime experience. You don't get to experience it with people. You get bonded with people that you never knew you would. So like and yeah, you just I me I didn't watch the platform, didn't watch it if I entered the house. So like I didn't know how big it was. So when I came out and my dad is telling me that he was looking for voting centers, I'm like, what? Like, why would you do that? Like,
Wow.
like you, like
You watched the show, like, really?
So yeah, so it was crazy. Yeah.
Were you really surprised by the audience, though?
Yeah, like people from different countries. Like you go to, like, I think a few days ago I went to act a movie in Epe. It was like downtown the Lekki Road, like the end.
All the way to the end.
And I saw like group of people coming to meet me, and I'm like,
Wow.
what?
Wow.
Like, so
And you don't realize how many lives you've affected since you've been there.
Yeah, so for the lives, I get emails a lot. Like, I was just being me, but people get to like get inspired from me being me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, are there any, speaking of bonds, are there any friends that do you still have friends in the platform? Are you still in touch with them, or how is that like?
well, I do have friends. I am especially good friends with Nee.
Okay.
Yeah, so Nee is just someone that we really. I'm even surprised I'm not FaceTiming till now, because like we all always talk, like, so we talk. And the rest of us, we are all trying to try to balance ourselves, no matter how many endorsements you will see online, or no matter how many financial success people celebrate online. It's never easy. In fact, Lagos will take it away from you. So we are all trying to just get everything sorted out. And so I think that's time. I think we still need like 1 more year to just calm down and say, okay, let's now have that. But we understand each other and we always support each other. So yeah.
What would be the biggest challenge now that you're out of the house, rejoining the world? What would be the biggest challenge you say that you could possibly face for the next year?
It's just sometimes it's expectations, but don't. I'm okay with the expectations, but sometimes I just want to. I want to do things on my own terms.
Okay.
And I feel like I don't have the luxury of that anymore. I think, like, there is a time that what did I say? It was a marker, just a store, and I had to call cab, and I spent 4,000 to buy a like 500 naira marker, and that's just because I can walk in the street that day, and then people come and crowd me, or like try to like take photos, or like, it's just and apart from that, it's just Nigerians or Lagosians, we have lots of expectations from public figures, and that's just really everybody. I like, everybody just wants to like do their own thing, but you can't really do that as a public figure. So like it's it's what you cannot eat your cake and have it. So you want to be a public figure, you have to be a public figure, and and they
You
have
can't
this,
pick and choose.
yes, exactly. So yeah, that's just but it's so good. So good.
Do you have any advice for anyone considering the Big Brother Nigeria experience?
Yes, yes. Be yourself. Don't be pressured into relationships.
Yes.
Don't be pressured into it. And when you come out, I will suggest you just take a step back. It's tempting to just be in the limelight because everybody loves your attention, but you're going to feel lost if I like almost all my colleagues were at some point depressed, and people don't know this, but in fact you can't even explain it to people because they won't understand. But you speak to each other, we speak to each other, and you know that it's never easy. So just take few months, 1 month, 2 months, take it off. Just try to like plan your stuff, have people that guide you in terms of like trying to plan whatever you want to do, then come back and you will still get the same love you get. It's just that fear of missing out, like, oh, take advantage of this period that you are. No, don't do it, because it's all sham, and all people are still going to love you no matter how many times you take out. It's just that people just you listen to so many people that you now forget yourself. These people are not in your shoes. So
Right.
when you're going through that period, they don't know. They just see the outside, and it's easy to say than to do. So yeah.
I think at the end of the day, people love the authentic person versus the show person.
True.
So, speaking of that,
Yeah.
how is your life on social media these days?
Ah, I've been working a lot, and I just, I post once, and another thing is I want to train people that follow me to understand the kind of person I am. So there is this, like, you can, when you have, okay, let's say you have followers, and you post like every two days, they get used to that. So when you don't post for 1 week, they're like, oh, they don't get the content. But like when you have followers and you post like twice a month, and they know that, they stick with you because they know who you are. So that's just, I need them to do that, because I don't, like I said, I came back to Nigeria 2019. There was a reason I came. There was money I left over there, like money I could be earning, salary. I came to do something in Nigeria, not to be an influencer. And as long as I know it's interesting and it's glamorous to be that, but I have bigger dreams. And in order to achieve those bigger dreams, I need to take time to work on them and concentrate on them. So that's just the trade-offs. So for me personally, there are people that are good in that other social media part, but it's just now I'm just like, okay, let me train my followers to like know that this is the kind of person I am, and if they are going to be following me, they just have to know this. So
We're gonna switch gears just a little bit now. So I want to know, where is Yerins now? Like, where are they now? Any upcoming projects? Anything you currently finished? I actually learned about your art show. Why don't you tell us about that?
December I did my art exhibition. It was a solo exhibition. It's called Monochrome Index Art Exhibition, and it's just one of a kind. I also launched my book then, and I released NFTs, and the NFTs sold out. The books also sold out, and it was a nice experience. The artwork is currently in New Jersey. It's in a gallery in New Jersey, and I'm looking to work on auctioning it in Dubai. So I think I have plans for it, but it's an amazing work, and just making sure that the world get to see that masterpiece I made. So for my next projects, I am currently going into tech. As a polymath, I just don't use. Today I'm going into this, tomorrow is probably medicine again. I'm going back to medicine, But like I'm going into tech, and I'm building a platform, an NFT platform, a blockchain platform, crypto platform where people can buy NFTs and all, like a marketplace, but for blockchain crypto stuff. And just it's going to be the first platform that is going to you can easily translate to pidgin language. That means you get to learn about things, crypto things in pidgin, and that's something that people can easily relate to it and say, oh, okay, now that I understand the meaning of this thing, I can now what is crypto wallet? How do you explain that in people? Like you get to learn it, and you get to it's a step-by-step guide where you get to also get mint NFTs. You know what minting is and all that. Yeah, and yeah, so that's just basically it, and I look forward to sharing it with the world. Yeah.
Well, I cannot wait for myself to actually see this launch. When does that launch?
September or late August. So September or late August. I just need to get some deals done before then. Yeah.
We can delve into a whole other conversation about tech and Nigerian ecosystem, but that will be another conversation. But I'm looking forward to it all the same. All right. I have one more question actually.
Yeah.
What would you tell someone? What advice do you have for someone who decides, oh, I am going to abandon my life wherever I am in the world and I'm going to come and join the Lagos hustle? What would you tell that person?
Well, I felt that way back in 2019. I think beginning of 2019 when I was in Ukraine, I felt that way. I was like, this life is good, but I want to come back to Lagos. Now, here's my thought process, or here's how I felt mentally. You can sell artworks abroad. You can do music abroad. You can do whatever you want to do. You can do that. But when you do it in your country, the impact and that feeling that you came back home to do something and it's where you're from, that's just priceless. And that's the satisfaction you get. You don't get any other satisfaction. You will not get constant likes. You will not get good. You probably will be frustrated. But at the end of the day, despite all this, you came back and you made something. That's just why being in Nigeria and doing something in Nigeria is powerful. And that's just something that you will get. So if you want that kind of feeling, if you want that, hey, I've been in Canada for so long, I want to come back home and I want to do something, I want to be known, so that my name, when people call my name in my country, because they won't call your name in that country, nobody cares about you.
Exactly. Yeah,
so
that's
when
true.
people call my name in my country, my name will live on, So if that's what you want, then you have to come back home, because there's no other place you can achieve that. But if you want to live the normal life, which is also good too, because some people don't want, they won't need help, So that's another thing again. So yeah, that's it.
But what does someone do to survive in the meantime, though? You have to admit, there's so many things, there's so many odds, pushing against you.
Humans are survival animals. We just survive. Humans have been put in the most worst situations, and I'm not even talking about just Lagos or anywhere. People has been. You go to. There are some prisons you'll be like, I will last 2 days there, and you go there and trust me, you might last 10. In fact, you last the rest of your life because your body adapts and survives, and that's just it. I keep telling someone that if a goat is pursuing you, you will run, but when a lion pursues you, you run faster. Now, it's not because you can't run faster when a goat is pursuing you, it's just because the lion will make your body just want to survive, and your body just automatically runs faster. And that's just what Lagos does to you. Lagos just makes you shine your eye. You're double, your hustle is doubled up, and you're just hey, I got to survive. When you are hungry, you open your eye and okay, what can I do now? And there is opportunity. You just have to. So yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here. For anyone who is considering moving to Lagos, you just have to have the resilience, you just gotta have the determination and the courage. That's all you need, not the money. Money is important, but I think you just gotta have those three ingredients first, and then we can talk about money. Money is always important. Anyway, switching gears again, we're gonna come to the part which is the fun part, which is what I look forward to on this interview.
I'm not looking forward.
And you have to stick around for this one. It's so much fun. So we're gonna have to play a game. It's a version of a game that I like to play that I've played a long time now. But I am calling it Eko Questions for Yerins 101.
Alright, let's go.
Alright. So
Yeah.
translate this. I even forgot to ask you a question about the multiple languages that you speak, but never mind. We can talk about that now. So, translate this in Ukrainian.
Okay.
Tough times never last, but tough people do.
Очень порога не здесь. Очень друзья. Очень друзья сделает. Tough people do.
Well then, fun fact, Yerin speaks at least 3 languages now.
Yeah.
And I learned you speak Russian, and how is it that you speak Russian, Ukrainian? Like, are you trying to unite the two countries? And a little bit of French?
Yeah.
Man, I can barely speak two very well.
Uh-huh.
Pretend I lost my memory and explain the concept of love to me.
My concept or the general knowledge, people's concept.
Your concept of love.
Oh, I feel like, the word love is used for plenty, has so many definitions. And when a particular word has different definitions, it loses its real definition. You can say you love a goat, you can say you love fish, you can say you love your man, your mother, you can say you love a girl. In fact, you can tell a girl you love a girl. You can tell a girl you love her 3 times in a relationship, let's say in 13 years in a relationship. You can tell her you love her before you enter the relationship. You can tell her you love her 3 years during the relationship, and you can tell her 10 years into the relationship. And I bet you all that love is different. That one word is different. So I was like, so since it loses its meaning, it has. I created my own words, and yes. So So I named the first love Guido. Guido is when you have a sexual or romantic attraction for someone. Second one is frontier. Frontier is I know everything about you, but I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I know every bad thing about you, but I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And the third one is called Malo, which means I cannot do without you. And that comes 13 years into the relationship. And the frontier, which is the second one, comes 3 to 5 years into a relationship. And Guido comes before you enter the relationship.
I learned something new today.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm actually planning on studying English so I can have my poetic license and make those words stamp those words in the dictionary. So I plan on doing that.
Okay. So he's gonna be a medical doctor, and then he's going to study poetry. Yeah, I heard it here. Right here. One last question.
Yeah.
So, what does it feel like to be like Yerins?
Risk, man. Just curiosity and risk taking. It's crazy. My life is just even my dad doesn't understand me, but he just believes in me. I don't know why he believes in me. Sometimes I'm like,
You do know that's rare when you're misunderstood, but you still have believers in you, and they come from your family.
I think when everything starts to make sense, people will see you have to be that guy, and even being a public figure makes it a little, but you have to just concentrate. You have to not be too relaxed, too comfortable. You have to keep pushing, and you have to take risk. So yeah, it's man, anybody that wants to be Yerins, man, I don't know, you're on your own. That's what I'm telling you, because I am on my own, yeah. And just like, I could put doctor in my name now, right? I don't put doctor in my name, or I could put some. I studied art too. I studied art. I don't even tell people that. Like, there are things I do. Study fashion design in Paris. Did I tell people that? No, I didn't. But like, the thing is, it's not about all that. It's about what you can do as an individual, and that's just what I've taken up for myself. And you know, I feel like in time people will see that, but it doesn't come easy. Even growing like back in medical school, relationship, because I had to learn a lot, studying, I'm going on music tour, I'm drawing, I'm doing art exhibitions, and then I'm learning something new. And then when will I have attention for girlfriend? So like that affects all those things come in play, and it's never easy. So that's why I never even thought of what I would advise on other areas, because I will be like, are you sure? Because so yeah, that's how I feel.
There can only be one Yerins, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
To close this out, tell the audience watching where we can find you on social media, everywhere else that you may be in the next future.
Oh yeah, Instagram, Yerins Abraham does it. Just my full name, Yerins Abraham. Twitter, the same thing, Yerins Abraham. YouTube, Yerins Abraham. Any other platform, I don't know which other platform, LinkedIn and all, just Yerins Abraham. You can just Google Yerins Abraham and you see my bio and you see all my anything that you need to see, photos and yeah.
Now, Yerins, do you have any last words?
Well, all I will say is anybody out there, keep being yourself, keep being curious, for you to break boundaries and for you to, be someone that is beyond just what you're expected to be, you have to take risks. And failure, don't be scared of it. Failure is just steps to success. And just be yourself and be that person. So that's just my advice to everybody out there. And shout out to Eko for this amazing interview. I really appreciate the time and the amazing people, amazing person right here. So yeah, it's nice being here.
I would like to thank you for the sit down.
So,
I know it was hard to pin you down today, but you made it.
yeah.
And we are happy and glad for it.
Thank you.
Thank you all for watching till the end. Eko Conversations on Eko for sure. You can always find us on our platforms. We're everywhere at Eko for show, one word. And I'll see you next time. This is Miss Adako signing out. This is pop music.
Ransom got that sauce.